Well, good morning, story chasers. We are leaving the Lake Placid area today, and I almost, you will not believe it, almost completely forgot somehow about my National Geographic Scenic Highways and Byways. And while I'm touring around New York, which there's quite a few scenic highways and byways here, so I broke out my book and looked, and thankfully I was supposed to be headed to Old Forge today. So part of the road that I'm headed onto on Old Forge is the way that you need to take this. It's called the Adirondack Scenic Byway. So this one starts right up here in Adirondack Lake, and I'm over here in Lake Placid, so I'm actually going this direction. So to go to Old Forge, I would veer off here, but instead we're gonna go further south to Speculator is the name of it, and then we'll backtrack to Old Forge. By the way, that brightness that you see there and that kind of cloudiness, that's smoke. So we are getting the smoke all the way from the West Coast out here in New York. And it smells like it too, it's crazy. This is literally the start of the Scenic Highway and Byway at Adirondack Lake. You can see how cloudy it is, or how smoky it is off in the distance maybe. Never thought I'd see this here. You should be able to see it in front. There's a mountain, but it's really shadowed or covered up by the smoke. Reminds me of when I was in Glacier National Park last year. So this is the Tupper Lake area. It's actually really, really beautiful, but you can't see hardly anything because of the smoke. Oh, it's so unfortunate. Wow. I mean, not only is it unfortunate here, but it's unfortunate for the people of the West Coast who are having to deal with this. Gosh, I just can't even imagine. I've done it for many, many years. Makes me kind of thankful I'm out here on the East Coast right now, because the smoke would be even worse. It says Long Lake. Wonder how long it is. Dun, 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 dun. It's a happening place. I love that building. Adirondack Hotel, Lodge, and Dining. It's beautiful. What a cute town. Long Lake, nestled in the mountains. Oh, check out that building. Hosses. That's a very old-timey looking building, lots of wood. Had to turn around because I saw this shop over here to the right that looked quite interesting. Oh, here it is right here. Blue Mountain Home and Outdoor Gallery. But look at this huge chair. Isn't that cute? So earthy, I always say that. All right, so here is that chair. Look at that thing. I guess it's like, well, it's not rocking. It's like similar to an Adirondack chair, but a little bit different. But what a pretty little area to congregate. It looks like they have shuffleboard over here. All kinds of cute outdoor activities. Is that what that's called? Shuffleboard? No, that's not shuffleboard. That is, what's the name of it? I cannot remember the name of this. What is this called? This is Lake Durant. Beautiful, beautiful. I just wish the smoke wasn't here. You could see it a little bit more. But it's still beautiful, guys. It says the Adirondacks are really amazing. I love it. It's like just so much green and beautiful scenery and these cute little towns in between. Upstate New York is pretty fantastic. Look at that, guys. 60,263 miles on this puppy. She is such an amazing van, I tell ya. You know, I've considered selling her and buying a travel trailer, but I will say it's going to be hard to part with her. I've had her for over 3 years now, and she's just a champ. I love her. You know, even with the issues that we had with Heimer, thankfully I never had a lot of issues with my van, and I was able to talk to Gordon at Edge Van Works, who's helped me out a lot with things for the van. Upgrades and just fixing a few little items here and there, mostly with the inverter situation and putting a ground wire on it or grounding it properly. So I don't know yet what I'm going to do about the travel trailer. We'll see. I don't know yet. I might possibly just sell this and get a truck and Airbnb it and hotel it around and really just explore more towns that way. I'm kind of leaning that direction. And then still looking for that perfect rig, which may not come until next year. Poor baby Lily. I had to pull over quickly because I could tell she's licking her lips and she starts shaking when she's gonna get sick. I kind of had a feeling I shouldn't have fed her this morning. I usually don't feed her too much before we go on a drive, especially with these mountain passes where it's just twisty-turny and up and down. It's not usually good on her stomach that way. Come on, girl. You okay, baby? Poor girl. Now she's having to go potty. Well, sky's getting a little bit bluer. We still see quite a bit of smoke going that direction. Going that direction there. Lily, you okay, baby? Come here, honey. Come here. The poor girl. You okay? Back in the van. Back in the van. Good girl. Hope you feel better now. Inside. You okay? I see the tail wagging. The tail's wagging. Gonna go for a ride? Hopefully you'll get sick again. You know, when you come out to some of these scenic drives, a lot of times there's not anything like amazing for you to see. Like, a lot of people go to the touristy things. And some of these areas over here are definitely like ski resorts. But there's a lot of like basically nothing to do here, meaning it's a great place to come and relax. You can bring a kayak. They do have kayak rentals and boat rentals. It's a great place to come and bring your RV. So just to relax and enjoy the area. So sometimes on these scenic drives that I do through the National Geographic 300 Scenic Highways and Byways book, it's just me driving sometimes, pulling off, taking pictures, or some beautiful lakes. Now, if I were going to stay in the area longer, I probably would get a campground or try to find a place to stay, but I'm a little bit on an agenda today. I got to be back in Rochester soon. See all that camping wood right there? $5 for wood. So I see that everywhere, even at residential homes, where people have actually split the wood and got it ready for you. You just go right up to it, pick out your wood, drop the money off right there. That's been all throughout the Adirondacks. And I think actually when I was on St. Lawrence River too, I saw it just before I went to the Jacques Cartier State Park. So surprised to see all of the cyclists in the mountains, but I shouldn't be. I've seen enough of it, but those people are hardcore. All right, well, we made it over here to Spectacular, and we're actually going to push on to Old Forge. So we're just going to turn back around and go the other way. It's about a 40-minute backtrack, I think. I could go around from the south, but the problem is if I go from the south, I don't get to see what's called the Fulton Chain of Lakes, which is really, it's like first lake, second lake, third lake, fourth lake, fifth lake. I think it goes up to seventh lake. So we're going to head that direction, but I'm going to make a quick sandwich and some lunch, let Lily outside. Poor girl. You doing okay, Mama? I'll put this little towel up here in case she gets sick again. You feeling better? Do you want to get up and get some water? Come on, let's get up. Come on. Get down. Let's go. Come on. Come on. No, okay. I think we're just gonna have a half a piece. Alright, we're entering the chain lakes over here. So 8th Lake is first. We're doing it backwards. Can't really see it from right here, of course, because of the tree line. But 8th Lake is right behind these trees. I'm hoping we'll be able to get a peek over here soon. I'm actually really surprised by the amount of lakes that are in New York. Here's 8th Lake. Small little glimpse of it. 7th Lake coming up soon. Alright, what is this? This is 7th Lake now. 7th Lake. Ooh, there's a lot of activity out on 7th Lake. There's 6th Lake. Cute little town over here. It says 4th Lake. Well, where the heck did 5th Lake go? Dun, dun, dun. We've missed 5th Lake somewhere. I was watching for all the signs. Welcome to Old Forge. You know, there are just some days where driving is just part of what we do. And we just enjoy the scenery along the way. And it's kind of been what today's been all about. Driving. But it's been beautiful. Wow, Old Forge is happening. It's crazy busy here. Super touristy. Which, as you know, is not my cup of tea. Uh-oh, Pancake House. It's not the Waffle House. Keys at Pancake House. It looks like nobody's there though. We just arrived here in Utica, New York, and we're gonna make a little stop over here. You guys probably don't know this about me because I don't think I've ever really talked about it, but I do have a tie here to New York, surprise, surprise, specifically here in Utica. There it is, right there.
Miles, turn right.
Utica College. That is my tie to New York. So let me tell you what my tie to this school is. I actually graduated from Regis University in Colorado. However, I also went to Utica College, not physically. I actually did an online program. I got my financial crimes investigator certification here, so it's part of the forensic accounting program. So I'm actually certified as a financial crimes investigator, and I did that because every single company that I worked at had fraud. Every single company, no matter what company it was, no matter how small, how big, there was fraud. And so I always wanted to figure out how to really recognize it. And it really, really stretched my brain. You have to think a little bit differently than black and white of accounting. There's a lot of gray area, and you had to put on a different hat, kind of that creative hat. And it was quite interesting for me, but I loved the program, and it was such an amazing experience. Fun fact, I wanted to go work for the Secret Service and the SEC potentially, but the pay was so minimal compared to what I was already making in corporate America. And they wanted a PhD with like 10 years of experience after the PhD in order to make basically the same amount of money that I was already making in corporate America. So I decided against it. My friend and I are headed out of here. We're going to another beautiful, beautiful state park over here in New York. It's called Golden Hill. I was actually there in 2017. It's one of the places that I stayed with Grant and Mark. It's really, really beautiful. I think you guys will love it. So I will see you guys in the next video. Hope you enjoyed this. Give me a thumbs up, please. Hit that notification bell if you haven't already to be notified every time I come out with a new video. And subscribe, of course. All right, guys. See you in the next video. Bye.